Well, here he is, the local product. Oak Park's own, Winnipeg's own Nic Demski joins us here on Bonfire Sports. Nick, thanks for this. Appreciate your time. How's it going?
Not bad, man. Yeah, just got out of the shower and came to chop it up with you.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. And it's getting a little chilly out there. I was watching you guys out on the practice field, first day back after a loss in Montreal. Was it weird losing a football game? You guys had quite a winning streak snapped.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think weird's the right the right word to use, but I mean, it was definitely eye-opening, a little bit different for sure. But at the end of the day, it's part of football. So losing's a big thing. Just as long as you pick up the right pieces from the loss and learn from it and build from that too.
Yeah, maybe weird is the way us in the media and fans out there, because surprising to see this dominant Winnipeg Blue Bombers 2021 team come away without a victory. But it's tough to beat the same team 2 weeks in a row, 3 weeks in a row, like you guys have had this year a couple times. But it was our first opportunity to see Sean McGuire, and we spoke with him after the game and again earlier today following day one of practice. And no doubt he didn't perform the way he expected to and wanted to, but I'm more curious of your perspective of the type of quarterback he is, the way he commands the huddle, and those sorts of things that you got to see in live action for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I've known about Sean obviously since 2019, and I mean, he commands the huddle very well. He's a leader out there for sure. He has a strong arm. It was kind of an off day for all of us, honestly. I'd say on the offensive side of the ball. So, I still have confidence in Sean. I still think he's a great quarterback, and to me, I don't think I gave him the best performance that I could have either. I didn't really help him out too much out there. And, I think some others probably think the same way, but, we still have confidence in Sean for sure.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll give you guys as a team a ton of credit. If things don't go your way, whether it's a series or a quarter or a half or a game or whatever it might be, you all take responsibility on yourself, and that's a very admirable team trait to have. Of course, not all of your horses were in this game. A lot of guys, whether it was their decision or the trainer's decision or the coach's decision, did not play in this game, as you guys have already locked up first place in the West Division, and we'll host that West Final on December 5th at IG Field. What's your take as a pro athlete in that rest versus rust conversation? I know you guys want to play. You want to play every week. You want to win every week. That's in your DNA as a professional athlete and a competitor. But how do you balance the value of ensuring your body can recover and rest and be where it needs to be when the games really matter versus, not seeing action for maybe a week or two?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you just try to take it week by week, and it's all about momentum, especially at this time of the year. So, you basically cleared it up. I'm an athlete. I want to go out there and compete every time I can. So, I want to play. I don't really think, resting too much is going to be beneficial, especially with the bye week. But, at the end of the day, I trust the coaches. I trust their judgment. I trust how they run things here in the process. So, if that's what it is, that's what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be prepared to play every week. And that's just my mindset.
Rest is one thing, Nick, but then there's becoming a new father, right? Like your QB1, Zach Collaros, did just recently. And he's been away from the team now for a little while, describing his wife and mother of their second daughter as a champion. So that makes two of them. You include you in there, that's three champions. But, no timeline for his return. I imagine he would like to play and get some work in, but, with a first round bye and that stretch of time off, do you foresee it being, or there being maybe a wrinkle or two of challenge in going from Sean and Drew as your quarterbacks in these final games of the regular season, then through that bye week, and then, Zach presumably and expectedly to be there under center for all the snaps on December 5th?
Yeah, I mean, I know Zach's a competitor too. He wants to be here. He wants to play. But, we have young guys, obviously, with Sean and Drew who want to get reps as well. So, I mean, as I said, I don't even really know what it's going to be like this week. But, I know whatever situation comes about, I'm going to trust the the coaches and management and their decisions. And as I said, I can speak on Zach's half because I know he wants to be out there competing next week or this week coming up. So, whatever route it goes, I know that we're going to be prepared as a team, and we'll be ready to go this week, and we'll also be ready to go on December 5th as well.
This is what I know, Nick, in covering this team for a decade and seeing a lot of different iterations of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. You guys are going into Calgary to face the Stampeders, whoever's on the field. I know you guys are going to be fighting tooth and nail against a Western opponent and trying to get a win. Nick, tell me about Buck Pierce as offensive coordinator. I asked you about him early in the season and through training camp, and, not to draw comparisons to the past OC in Paul LaPolice, but now that it's been a season and you've really started to see his DNA or his fingerprints on this offense, what have you seen from Buck Pierce in year one running things here in Winnipeg?
Yeah, I like what Buck's done. I think our offense has been explosive. I think, he's been doing a great job as a first-year OC. He's been calling the right plays and getting us in great positions. And the thing that I love most about Buck is that, it's a group effort. It's not just him, it's not just us, it's all of us together in the same room, and I think that's the thing that's going to make your team and offense strong is when, you use every component of your room. I think Buck's been doing a great job, and, I'm excited what he calls up this playoffs.
Yeah, no question about that. People can see down on the bottom of the screen your outstanding numbers from 2021. No doubt a career year for you. What do you feel has contributed to that in 2021, Nick?
Yeah, just the way I've been used. There's been a lot of confidence there with Zach as well. A lot of confidence with the receiving core as well. We all came back from 2019 and we made it our goal to try to get there to the Grey Cup again this year. So, doing whatever we can to open each other up, to block for each other. So, I think it's a group effort. Those numbers that you see at the bottom of the screen isn't just me. It's the O-line, it's the quarterback, it's the running backs, all the other receivers on the field. And honestly, too, it's our great defense keeping us on the field as well. Right. So, it's a team effort, and I'm the type of guy that's always going to give my team kudos, and it's facts when you say that I couldn't do this without them.
No doubt. Nick, of course, you've got strong ties and deep roots in the community here in Winnipeg and southern Manitoba. What are your friends and family saying about this Blue Bombers team in 2021?
A lot.
I'm sure. Yeah. Every time
I see my friends or family, this is the first topic of conversation, but it's awesome. Some conversation might get dragged on or they might get repeated, but at the end of the day, when that happens, you're doing something right. So, that's just not me. That's our team. Our team's obviously done a lot right this year. So, it's as I said, it's repetitive sometimes, but at the end of the day, you always want to hear the positives, and there's a lot of positives about this season. So we just got to keep going out there, doing our thing, and keep it positives instead of negatives.
No doubt. I wanted to ask you about something Mike O'Shea mentioned about you earlier in the year and again earlier today when I asked him about the way you came into this season. I know you and fellow Winnipegger Brady Oliveira were busting your tails in the gym all throughout last winter. You showed up in camp in phenomenal shape. The numbers and how good this offense has been are telling the story. But beyond your versatility, and you know what, Nick, I've never even asked you what you think of the nickname I give you, and that's the Canadian Swiss Army knife. You're used in so many different ways. You got so many tools in your tool belt or blades in your Swiss Army knife that defenses have to keep their eyes peeled for number 10 on the field. But the thing Mike O'Shea mentioned is it was your leadership and the way you came into this year with maybe a focus or a renewed importance on being a leader in this locker room.
Yeah, I'm not one of the big rah guys out there in terms of leadership that way. But when I talk, I try to talk positively. I be critical, but it's never. I just try to do the right things and lead by example more than anything. So when I come into the building, I'm here to work. I'm also obviously here to have fun, but at the end of the day, I'm here to work. I'm here to get better. I'm here to get everybody around me better as well. So that's the leadership that I bring to the table. But, I think that's something that just comes with more confidence, more reps, and just the familiar faces around me as well. We have a great group of guys here, and there's a lot of leaders. But, I took it upon myself this offseason just to be, a more influence on the younger guys and to, kind of bring everybody up to speed. And, I'm having fun doing it.
Nic, I'll leave you on this one. And I never had the opportunity to watch you play hockey when you were in high school and you were younger, but I'm told you were a very, very talented player. And if you didn't play football, you probably could have made a good swing at the pros, on the ice. Have you been enjoyed watching the Jets this season and how well they're doing?
I do. You're going to go there. I know how well they've been doing, but honestly, I haven't especially right now with my mind getting on playoffs. I rarely watch other sports. I barely watch football, NFL right now. I watch CFL, but honestly, until after the football season, I probably don't watch any hockey games. But I have been hearing about how good they've been doing, and all my buddies back home, this is my home, but all my buddies here always talk about them as well. So that's awesome. If we can have two Winnipeg teams do very well this year, that'd be awesome.
I know Andrew Harrison and Nick Ehlers are buddies. You got a favorite Jet?
I guess I'll say Kyle Connor just because I got his jersey when we had the Grey Cup at the MTS Center. I got his jersey, so I rep that every now and again. So Kyle Connor, you could be my favorite player for that.
Well, he's doing you proud. He's a top 5, maybe even top 4 in goal scoring this year. So that's a good pick. Yeah, Nic, appreciate your time. Thanks for this, man. I'll let you get back to it. And clearly your focus is on business only right now, and that has a lot of Blue Bombers fans excited of what the next few weeks will bring.
Awesome. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Nic.